on the other side, thousands of miles away from Minnesota, a Danish boy, Henrik, our son, grew up very interested in everything about Denmark. As a son of a Danish politician, he often felt a bit challenged, and he dreamt about the United States. And one day, after having served in the Danish military, he declared in the best American Western style that this town is too small for the two of us. So he left Denmark, went to Hampton-Sydney College in Virginia, by the way, neighboring the Women's College. One day I was invited in my capacity as Danish Prime Minister to address the students at Hampton-Sydney College, where our son Henrik enjoyed his life. I addressed the students, and Christina saw the announcement that the Danish Prime Minister was going to address the students at Hampton-Sydney College, and as she was very interested in everything about Denmark, she decided to go to Hampton-Sydney College to listen to the Danish Prime Minister. She was seated next to Henrik. She didn't know Henrik, even less that he was the son of the Danish Prime Minister. I don't know how much the young couple remember from the Prime Minister's speech. But eventually they got engaged. Later they got married. Henrik became Danish citizen. They have settled here in the United States. And in January, they got twins. So, my wife and I are now the proud grandparents of two lovely American citizens. So you can understand that for me, the transatlantic bond is something very strong, personal. And I am particularly pleased to be able to speak here at the library dedicated to Lyndon B. Johnson, who did so much to strengthen liberty, democracy, and justice in this great nation. When he extended the right to vote to millions of Americans, Lyndon B. Johnson followed in the tradition of many great Americans who had gone before him. From the founding fathers who pioneered the Declaration of Independence and the Bill of Rights, to Woodrow Wilson with his vision for a peaceful international order, and from Franklin Roosevelt, who understood that the liberty of the few at the expense of the many was never a solid basis for a nation to prosper, to Martin Luther King, who fought for the freedom of all Americans, regardless of their race. So it's a great honor for me, not only to be here, but to be able to talk to you. And I would like to focus my remarks on three things. First, the fundamental desire to be free. Second, NATO's role in safeguarding our freedom. And third, why the United States and Europe must work together to carry forward the flame of freedom.